goodness. Look at this, guys. What in the heck? What? That is insane. So, I'm inside the museum, and it's a beautiful place to learn about your local history and a lot of the families that are from the area. But what I like most about this museum in general, it has a lot of artifacts and a lot of pictures. Like these guys. This is a replica of a cabin, basically. You have your dressers, you have your fireplace, your table, a crib. Looks like a china cabinet, maybe. It's a step back cupboard. Okay, that's pretty cute. This museum is covered with artifacts and family heirlooms that were donated. Is there anyone here who would like to communicate with me right now? Is there anyone here who would like to communicate with me right now? Is there anyone here who would like to communicate with me right now? I'm not sure what that is, but there is something at the very end. I'll have to go back and see if I can't listen a little closely later. Or if you guys know what that is, please let me know too. I found headstones that were moved to the museum that belonged to my husband's family. They're of the Weidners, Heinrich Weidner and Katharina Moll Weidner. And as you can see, it's all German. The translation is actually up on the wall. And that's pretty freaking cool. Is there anyone in this room who would like to communicate with me today? Is there anyone in this room who would like to communicate with me today? On my way to the second floor. And I keep hearing footsteps other than my own, but I think there's an employee here as well, somewhere back there. At least I hope there's an employee back there, somewhere back there. That's a beautiful carriage. Is there anyone on this floor that would like to communicate with me right now? Is there anyone on this floor that would like to communicate with me right now? Making my way to the lower floor of our museum. Be sure to let me know if you hear anything or see anything that I totally missed. I'm not sure what that was just now. Holy goodness. Look at this, guys. What in the heck? Wow. That's a dental cabinet. And I can only imagine this was a dentist chair. What? That is insane. Look at that drill. Is that a drill? I don't know what that is. Probably shouldn't even be touching it. That's so old. There's an instrument jacket. What? And over here, more, it looks like a stethoscope. And that's a hearing horn. Oh my goodness. That is creepy as hell, though. That looks like some sort of exam table, because that looks like it comes up. Oops, sorry. This is some really wild stuff, guys. Holy cow. Looks like an old book, a medical book. It's a calendar. Whoever this was, I can't make it out, but they graduated from med school in 1885. That is crazy. All these instruments. That's a scale. Oh look, that's cute. A kindergarten chart. I guess for eyesight. And then weight and height for adults. I don't know how old this is. It's gonna be outdated. Wow. There's an entire bookshelf back here, full of old books. Diseases of women, because we're so diseased, I guess. Surgical diseases of the abdomen, human biochemistry, clinical diagnosis and laboratory examinations. These are so old. Oh my gosh. International Textbook of Surgery, Physiological Chemistry, The Encyclopedia of Medicine and Surgery Specialties by F.A. Davis Company. If anybody knows who that is or what company that is, let me know, please. Oh, look. It's an examination table with stirrups. What? This is wild. That's an old wheelchair. And I guess that's an old furnace or stove. That's insanely cool. Is there anybody who would like to talk right now? Is there anybody who would like to talk right now? This is too creepy, but I love it. And of course, there just has to be a replica of a jail cell of the first county courthouse, because this place was the actual first county courthouse. Is there anybody in this section of the museum that would like to communicate with me right now? Is there anybody in this section of the museum that would like to communicate with me right now? I'll have to go home and then listen really closely to a lot of these, because sometimes you won't be able to pick it up when you first play them back. I have to go put in my headphones and see if I can hear anything. But I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be back here, so I'm gonna go out of the jail cell now. One last section before I have to go get my kids from school. They have all kinds of weird stuff down here. Look. A 30s racing car. Isn't that cool? This it looks like some sort of machinery they would use in maybe restaurants, or that's a scale. So maybe it's something they would use to like weigh food by the pound before you bought it. Oh yeah, look at that house coffee and the blue can up there. Looks like it may be Maxwell House. And we've got tea and all kinds of stuff for your ailments. Flea killer, actually, too. Antacids, beverages. What is that down there? A meat grinder? Is that a meat grinder? And a meat slicer. That is totally cool. Is there anyone in this section who would like to communicate with me? Is there anyone in this section who would like to communicate with me? Is there anyone in this section who would like to communicate with me? That has got to be the most clearest I've ever heard it in here. I am going to make my way out. It's getting that time of day where I have to go get my kids from school. If you guys heard anything, saw anything, want to know anything more, drop your questions or comments down below, or hit me up on Instagram. I hang around there a lot too. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.